Hey, what's going on? Appliance Boot Camp, old fashioned ice cream. This is Mike Sneed coming to you. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Uh, let's see. Went out to the container yesterday. So I met the plumber and went out to the inspection office yesterday. I actually ordered the wrong grease trap. The grease trap I ordered was too big, so I have to change that one out and get another grease trap. So in between that and everything should go fine. So I'm gonna get the new grease trap, and it'll be set right up under the sink, and we'll be able to keep moving forward. So I'll be out there next week. Starting next week, I'll be out there working several days, getting that taken care of, moving right along with the actual shipping container. So you'll see me out there. I have some videos for that. Also, we have some homeschoolers. I have several different homeschoolers. They have homeschoolers in the different communities. They've been coming out to the actual ice cream parlor, and I've been doing classes with the homeschoolers, letting them make ice cream and telling them about the actual ice cream business and stuff. But I got a couple of letters from it has gotten throughout the homeschool community of what we actually do here. So they've reached out and they're wanting to get the kids coming through the appliance boot camp. So I'm going to be meeting with them pretty soon, talking about getting some type of program where they're coming through appliance boot camp, and we'll continue with the ice cream that we're doing with them, where they come in and they get to make ice cream and stuff for a day. Um, Also, I'm gonna have the university kids. I'm gonna have some kids from North Carolina A&T universities and I guess surrounding the universities. They will be coming to Appliance Boot Camp. They'll be coming down for the three-day hands-on live event. With them, it's going to be actually in the actual middle of the week because they come down while they're in class. So they'll be here. It'll be like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday that they'll be here. Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Thursday in about 2 weeks. They'll be coming. I'll be teaching them the Appliance Boot Camp, and this might be something that they might put into this program that this school is doing. There's another school that's actually teaching entrepreneurship, and they might incorporate appliance boot camp into that. This will be our first trial run to see how it works. And they're actually bringing the kids down, so they'll be out here 3 days, and they're gonna get to go through appliance boot camp. I'm looking forward to that. Also, I had another group that reached out to me, and they deal mainly with special needs kids with the ice cream. They came out and they're trying to put something together with the community colleges. When kids graduate from special need kids graduate from high school, they need to be able to transition over into the real world, as we say. And so, what they would like to do, they would like to put together like a 1 or 2 year program where they actually what they call meaningful uh, uh, what they call meaningful day. Meaning they have something for those for them to do every day to transition into real life, and they love what I've done with the ice cream parlor with my son, and what they're asking if I'd be willing to come in and kind of help them put together a program where they actually kids with special needs, they come in and show them how to actually build out ice cream parlors for them to go work at. So I've talked to them about a week ago. We'll see where that goes. And also, I'm still helping North Carolina A&T. That's the name of the university. I'm helping them with their as they get into the ice cream. And so we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on in 2024. It's going to be a great year. We got stuff that we're doing every day over in the ice cream parlor, getting ready for the season. So we got new flavors coming out. We got new marketing. We got everything going. We got a whole new look over there. Next This week and next week, I well really. uh, this week coming up is pretty much the week that I have to kind of do the transformation over here. So I'll be doing a transformation over here into the actual appliance boot camp because, like I said, I got homeschoolers coming, I got university kids coming. So we're gonna really get this thing back where it was and looking really really nice for these kids coming. It looks nice now, but this is something that I'm gonna keep ready for those kids and stuff to come through. And that gets me into my actual topic of tonight. You got tricked out of the skilled trades. All this stuff that these kids and adults are coming to learn with Appliance Boot Camp. This stuff that used to be in high school. You learn you learn in high school. Your ninth, 10th, 11th grade, 12th grade year. We had the skilled trades when I was in school. So when you got into high school, you actually and you could still be on track to go to college. I still was on. I took residential wiring, but I also was on. Still took the courses I needed to go to a 4 year university. It wasn't something where either you're gonna go into the skilled trades or you're gonna go to university. You could do both, which I done, but they took it out, and so now you all are stuck. The ones who have came after me. So I've been out of high school over 30 years now. So the people who came after me, that's when they took it out. I remember when Mr. Eaton, my high school um, residential wiring teacher, my electrical teacher from high school, I remember when they were getting ready to take it out, and he retired because they were gonna make him go back and teach, I think, biology or something. He said he ain't doing that. He had taught residential wiring for like 20, 30 years. He just took retirement and left. But I remember he had this big petition that he was signing, and he was going through and he was writing out, all the people who came through his classes and what they were doing, and he was trying to present it to the school board. You don't need to take this residential wiring out. And I remember it just like it was yesterday. And what they're going to replace it with, believe it or not, they're going to replace it with weightlifting and basketball fundamentals. That's what they're going to replace residential wiring with. They're going to do weightlifting and basketball fundamentals, and they took it out, and he retired. And now you got 30 years down the road, where we're at now, and the school system would like to put it back. I talked to the school system here at Johnston County Community College, and the problem they say now, they don't know, they don't have no, now they would like to put it in, but they don't have nobody who can teach it because for 30 years we pushed everybody out of the skilled trades. We pushed telling everybody they had to go to college, and some people won't didn't have the actual capacity, mental capacity to go through college and to sell. And a lot of people didn't have the finances to be going to college and got into all this debt. And that's where we're at now. All these people got all these PhDs and masters and bachelors, and all they trying to do is be a minister. If it's they just telling they're trying to be Lord, I got say let me say this, and there's no shot on anybody, anything. They just got caught into it, but they're trying to be ministers and life coaches and all that because it's not really a skill set that they have that they can take out to the marketplace. And like one that I talked to, God knows I have to be careful because people listen, especially around, and I have to be careful. And no, I was talking to someone. I was talking to someone. I can't put the time frame. I was talking to someone, and no, here they are. I take it they in the late 60s, early 70s, and they're having to go back to work because student loans coming back up. They went out and got all the student loans, and they've been in forbearance for all these years, and now they got to go back and start paying them. Here they are trying to enter back into the workforce, and I was telling them that's sad. I just wouldn't pay them now. No, no, I don't know what'll happen when I'm. No, I don't know what happened if you were to die, if they would come and garnish your if they actually force you to sell assets and pay them back. I don't know. We're gonna start figuring that out pretty soon, because all those people who got all that student loan and didn't pay it, They getting ready now to start passing. We'll see what happens with that. But I was telling them I wouldn't pay it now. You can't afford to pay it because you got to eat. Just cut your phone off so they don't call you. But yeah, we got all these people got all this student loan, and they can't retire, and they don't have a skill set. That's the sad part. They don't have a skill set. And here it is. When I was in high school, all this stuff that you all want to learn now, you could get it. You got it free with your education, and they tricked you out of it and told you you had to go to the 4 year universities. You and you went there, gave all your money, hoping that you were going to have a job. You didn't think about entrepreneurship. I know I didn't think about entrepreneurship. I didn't think it was anything. It never that was never anything on my mind was owning my own business. I always was going to be an engineer. Dwayne Wayne was an engineer. My older brother was an engineer, so that's how I was going to be. I wanted to be an engineer, and owning a business never crossed my mind. Never crossed my mind. And here it is now, uh, uh, you know, 30 years down the road, and it was the best thing that ever happened. Having the skilled trades in the school system, getting laid off. I spoke to a young lady earlier tonight, and they actually own a business. They own an actual frozen dessert business, and first thing they told me when we talked, they got laid off. Their job laid them off. No, I was like, sorry to hear it, but I'm glad. They said the same thing. They said they're so glad that they got freed from the job. Now they can go directly into their frozen dessert business, and they were actually happy about it. I don't know. They say the same thing I thought when I first got laid off. I thought it was the worst thing in the world, but then it was the best thing that ever happened to me, get laid off. And so with and that's the way it is with this appliance repair, and this way it is with the skilled trades. If you come back to this, um, it'll be the best thing that you ever done. Learning not just appliance repair, but learning the skilled trades, learning how to work with your hand, learning how to think and create, learning how to reverse engineer stuff. You go out to work on something, you got reverse engineer. This is it. This teaches you everything. Teaches you how to run a business. You be able to do all the stuff. You be able to do all the stuff. Uh, from building, your confidence comes up, and you can do anything from building a small house to repairing your cars. You be able to do all of that stuff. Just through the skilled trades. And I don't know why we don't embrace it more, the younger people. I know people, it wasn't cool at one time, but this going back to being tricked. Let me say this: we had the craziest. They done the craziest game I ever seen anybody do on somebody. They actually uh, tricked us out of the skilled trades. Took it out the school system. Told you didn't need it. It wasn't no money in it. You back. And people still tell me this today. I go on a forum and I tell them to get in the skill trade. Your back gonna go out, and your back. All this crazy mess. But anyway, they told you all of that, and at the same time, they just flooded. They just flooded. They just flooded your actual community with immigrants to do the skilled trades. Now, those immigrants are a lot more profitable and a lot farther along than you are. When I like I say, especially African Americans, we got tricked. We I mean we they it was a terrible thing that they done to us, where they tricked us into that. They killed you. They put you on to all this student loan debt. So now you don't have a choice to build no wealth. Most of you ain't worked long enough at no job to retire. Most people that I know, they just they work a job for 5 or 10 years, and then they laid off, then they go to another. It wasn't like my parents, where you worked someplace 30 years and you had a pension and stuff. I know people still in their 50s and 60s, and still don't have anything for retirement. Haven't even started looking to purchase a house. No, haven't even started to purchase a house yet in their 50s. and and I don't know what they're gonna do because the body is going out because I'm 51 and I can't work like I used to work. So they done us that way, and then they use you to create jobs for other people. No, they lock you up in jail, to put you on probation. They got you in the court system to create jobs for other people, and you never get to do anything. And now you at the point where you can't do nothing. Where everybody now just no matter how much you cry out that you in pain and that you're doing bad, everybody just ignore you. They say, man, just ignore them and don't pay no attention to them. And so now nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. You're too small in numbers to vote anything now. We're done. Only way you're gonna get out of it now and have some form of the American dream, you got to go create your own American dream. Um, this thing now where you think somebody gonna come in and gonna help you out and give you a helping hand or have some type of olive branch for you, it's not coming. Everybody now are on their own, and that's one of the things that no, I haven't. I'm having to deal with that right now. Dealing with I have to be careful. This is one of the things I have to deal with because I'm telling people we gotta learn how to be self sufficient. Where you gotta be able to take care of yourself. You in 2024. This thing where you thinking everybody's gonna give you a hand. I ain't gonna say that word. You thinking in 2024 that you're gonna whatchamacall, that somebody cares that you can't afford, that you don't have a car. They don't care about that in 2024. 2024, they don't care that that you don't have any money. They think at this point in time you need to be doing something that you can have some money, and you thinking somebody going to constantly keep giving you something. You wrong. If somebody give you something, it's not because they want to see you do better. They're doing it out of mercy, and I don't like to be the person. I'll be honest. I don't like being the person that has to keep receiving the help. I don't want that. At some point in time, I want to have some pride and not accept it. I want to be. I like to be the person who actually be able to help people. I don't want to be the person always in need. If if you if we two grown men and every time you come around, I got to be helping you because you can't. You get to a point you don't look at them as your equal anymore. You look at them as your son. Every time you come around, uh, you need some help, or you need to borrow something. No, I ain't gonna do that. No, it's one thing. We should say that we say this. No, no. If you and I are friends, when we go somewhere, a lot of times it's yo man, I got it. Nah, man, I got it. You got it last time. Now I get it this time. Well, give me the bill. I'm paying for it. Well, I'm leaving the tip. That's normally how it goes with me and my friends if we go somewhere. No, I got it this time. No, you got it last time. That's the conversation we have. If you come and you say, hey, you calling me to borrow something all the time, now I can't treat you like my friend. I got to treat you like my son. Now I be asking, hey, what you doing with your money? What's going on here, man? Now the conversation changes because it's no longer the scale is not balanced anymore, and that's some of the things that I have an issue with when we're doing stuff, and I gotta be careful. People watch. I have to be careful. I have an issue with that, especially being an African American, and when it's our time to get something, we don't step up, and I don't feel like we step up and deliver. The first thing I have to hear, we ain't got no money. I don't want to hear that no more. No, I don't want to hear it no more. Honestly, I don't want to hear it no more, especially from business owners. I don't understand if you are a business owner, how is it? I gotta be careful. If you are a business owner and you running your business, how is it that your friends and everybody around you, how can you oh man, how can I say this? I gotta be careful. Okay, I do it this way. I was telling my mom this. My mom and I was having this conversation this week, and I was telling her, if you're somebody that's if you are a business owner, or you are somebody that uh supposedly uh be someone that knows the supposedly a spiritual leader, a Bible person, somebody who can actually take the words in the Bible and apply it to your life or somebody else's life and get the results they said. There's no way that you can go set into a community and not change that community. There's no way you could go sit on the street and not change that street, because that's the person you are, and it's going to radiate out, and you're going to do that. So I was telling her, it's no way if I'm somebody who's who knows business. If I'm going to go to a city and I'm not going to make an impact on it, or wherever I sit down at in that city, I'm not going to make an impact on it. I'm going to make an impact on it because just the sheer fact I'm going to get there, I'm going to be doing business, and just the sheer fact of me doing business, I'm going to make an impact. I'm going to be looking for opportunities, and I'm going to make things happen. And I was saying, how is it that I can go to this place on every corner? Every corner I turn, there's a church, and the place looked the way it looked. If you're taking the words of God and stuff and applying it to your life and the people life who've been coming for 30 or 40 years, how do they have that? How is it that if you coming if you coming into my establishment, if you coming into my establishment every day, and my business established every day, and we having words, how is it that something I say or just something in my actions don't inspire you to actually do something totally different? How is it that you can look at me every day, twice a week, and listen to the words I say, look at the stuff I'm doing, and it don't inspire you to make a change in your life and do something different? And that's what I say. We have too many people out here who's trying to be leaders and stuff, who's not capable of leading. A person who want to lead don't want to lead. I'm telling you, you don't want to lead, but it's just something that happens that make you want to lead. You got to be crazy to lead, to want to be a leader. Because if you the leader, you're gonna catch all of the hard, you're gonna catch all of the bullets and stuff first. Because what's happened, you got to go to people and you got to tell them what they're doing and what they saying and what they're thinking is totally wrong. So something somebody been doing all their life for 2 or 3 generations, you got to come tell them, nah, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't need it. And they're gonna fight you. They're gonna be hard. Then they're gonna think you have problems with them and stuff. You know, and you gotta do that, and you get called all these names and stuff at the beginning, and then at the end when what you say is right and stuff, you can't take none of the glory. You gotta give them back the glory. Say no, they done it all. No, it won't me. It's just them doing it all. So you don't get none of that stuff as a leader. You gotta be crazy to do it. But you got people stepping up, want to go be leaders, and as far as want to go ahead and try to uh, uh, be. I told my mom this. If somebody come and put an application in to be a preacher, I wouldn't dare pour that person, because everybody I know who really are who really can make changes and stuff, they don't want to do it because they know once they get into it, they get into it, and they have to go in there, and you have to go, and you gotta actually dedicate yourself to getting that change. And we deal with results. We don't deal with how you feel. You know, with me, I don't care. To me, with this business, and this going on is something ongoing conversation I've been having for the last 2 weeks with my ice cream business. Uh, I can't. It ain't about how I feel. I got to make the money to be able to pay the staff. and to be able to keep the lights and stuff on and keep the ice cream parlor moving. So I'm trying to tell us, yes, I do. I would donate to different causes. But not if I'm donating to those causes, I'm not donating for no goodwill. I'm not donating because whatchamacall, I want to be this good Samaritan and all of that. No, no, you do that on your personal time. No, through you can. I donate through taxes, and you can pay tithe to your church and stuff, and do all of that. When I'm coming through that business, I'm making donations and stuff in order to what we call to actually advertise, and I'm hoping that I get a return on my money back. And so when I gotta be careful. No, I don't. I'm going on there. So when I'm giving my money to these different events and stuff, I'm looking to say, okay, if I spend my money here to get this event, I want this event to come and be able to pay. I can get my money back 3 or 4 times fold. So that's why you put the money out there, and that's why when most of the time when I put when you see events come and they say, okay, you can we need you we need you want to sponsor an event. Yeah, I'll sponsor the event. They give you a list. Okay, you pay 250, you'll get your banner here. We'll make an announcement on the stage. We'll do this what you're going to get with it. And then I know, okay, people going to see this, uh and uh and from there, uh they're gonna see my actual uh, uh, advertisement and stuff, and then it eventually turns into sales. And some of them be immediately, or some of them be later on. Like right now, I'm getting a lot of stuff coming back from those homeschool stuff that I used to do. But now they're coming back saying, hey, we want to spend money. And when they coming, they not coming 1 or 2 people. They coming with 20, 30 people to spend. So that's what I do. Now on the other hand, where you're telling me I want you to make donations. Okay, I'll make a donation, but I'm not gonna get no money back in return. Well, you shouldn't worry about that as a business owner. That's what they tell me. You shouldn't worry about that as a business owner. It shouldn't be all about making money. It should be about you just doing something good. Yes, it is, but I do it to make I do it in my business to make money. That's what I'm here for, to make money. But at the same time, I'm just not taking your money. I'm gonna give you a good product or a good service. Uh, and you're gonna be good. And you gotta know who you gotta know. You also gotta know when God knows, I gotta be careful. Sometimes, how can I say this? Jesus Christ. All right. I don't get no it's some things you can do. um mm, mm. Some things you can some businesses you can do. You don't have to worry so much about uh the marketplace bringing you a return, because it's going to get subsidized by either by the government or something else. So what happens if I can't do that. So I'm not subsidized. So all my stuff, I have to go get it, and I have to give a good product, a good service, and get my money in. And you have to realize sometimes if the different messages are run off sometimes the actual people that you need to make your business run. So, for instance, if I'm Roof Chris, I don't have the same marketing, and I don't they don't market to the same people that Golden Corral will. Because what will happen if Golden Corral, the customers that would go to Golden Corral showed up to Roof Chris, they wouldn't like Roof Chris. Um, and same thing, the customers, if they show up to Roof Chris, they're gonna run the Roof Chris customers off. Same thing if the people who go to Roof Chris, I don't care if Golden Corral is giving away steak for free. They're not gonna go there and eat it. They just not gonna go. Because of the marketing and what it stands for. So when you start trying to put together businesses and stuff, you have to look at all of that and say, okay, uh, the people that I'm going to market and bring that stuff to, um, I gotta have a different, I gotta have something totally different than when I at this area than I'm gonna have at the place where might be my flagship place. So right now, Selma is gonna be my flagship place because the demographics in Selma is changing, and that's the other thing too. I'm trying to tell people as business owners, you don't we look 5 years ahead. We don't look at what's happening right now today. We're 5 years ahead. So at five, that's how I'm making my plans. If I'm doing a cash flow analysis, the least you could do is 5 years. So if I'm looking, I gotta look 5 years ahead and make plans now to where I'm going to be in 5 years. So when I'm saying Selma is not a low income area no more. It's not. Selma and Johnston County is pretty much coming into Wake County. You're not going to be you're not going to be able to be low income and stay in Johnston County anymore. All right, but my place in Rocky Mount, it's still going to be low income for a while. So what I have to do, I got a totally different product that I'm putting out there. It's a great product, but it's a product that can sustain. So just like Lexus and Toyota, Lexus is the flagship, and you do things there, but you can't whatchamacallit. You can't have the Toyota people coming to the Lexus place and getting the Toyota fix because it's a totally different thing going on. Totally two different customers. So you have a Toyota place where they go get the Toyota fix. So you have to do the same thing in your business. You can have a flagship place that you do this and that, but then you have another place that actually cater to that other demographics that give them just as great service and stuff there. But the thing of it is that hopefully move them up to the more premium service place. So that's why I'm be trying to talk sometimes in these meetings, and you have to be careful when you talk it because it almost come off like you thinking that you're better than somebody, and you're not. But you're saying this is why it's not working right now. It doesn't work because you got something. I'll let it go. I'm gonna read some of this stuff here, and I'm getting out of here. But that's what happened. You got to look at that in your business. I had a young man just call me right before I got on here with his appliance repair business. Yeah, same thing. He been doing um he was doing stuff in one zip code, and he got a chance to go to the other zip code. And he said, "Man, I gotta get over there to the other zip code across town because that other zip code they paying $185 service call fee. Where I'm at, it's hard to get $50." And I said, "Yeah, I've been telling you that you got to go to that zip code if you're gonna do service calls. Now, if you're gonna if you're gonna be down at the $50 service call fee, you better be flipping some appliances. You got to flip. You ain't gonna be doing a lot of service calls there." And so, but he got to see the two, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If so, when you let me stop because I'm gonna say something, and I want to do that. I'm gonna read the comments, and then I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Zoe Holiday, what's up, Mike and ABC family? Hey, what's going on? Zoe Holiday, hey Mike, my insurance keep going up. Is that normal, or should I look around? Are you putting claims in? You sound like you might have some claims. Something usually they don't keep going up unless you file some type of claims, or sometimes the insurances now might even look at your credit if you got some bumps on your credit and stuff. Or believe it or not, where you actually live at. If a lot of stuff is happening where you live at, break-ins and stuff like that, your insurance goes up. So I would check and see if all that stuff is coming into play. Yeah, if you got a lot of claims that you put on there, it's going to go up. So I normally tell people if you have a claim that's low, not say low, less than $2,000. I normally will just reach out to the insurance company and just tell them they don't charge you and don't get no ding. Just tell them, hey, go to have the adjuster go out and let the adjuster look at it. Let the adjuster give you a price, and from there, the adjuster get in between you and the customer. He can tell the customer, "Hey, nah, this thing ain't worth. We can't pay you no $10,000. It's only worth about 2,000, and that's it." And then from there, just tell your insurance company you're just going to pay the whole 2,000 and pay it to them, and then they give them the check. That way, you don't get a ding on your insurance company. I only use my insurance if it's something very major. So don't use them for the little small stuff. Little small stuff. If you're running your appliance repair business, you should be able to pay for it, and that way it'll get you in between the customer and stuff, and you have somebody there, and you call the insurance company, and they're gonna tell them why it's only this amount, and it's gonna be right, and then you write the check, and everybody's happy. Flyboy 23, what's up, Mike? Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Donnie Madden? What's up, Mike and ABC fam? What's happening? DCNF Appliance Repair. What's going on, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Eddie Margot. Hey, how you doing, Eddie? Eddie Margot. Uh, my Emery Thompson CB350 compressor stopped working. Do you have any advice? Yeah, get somebody out there to take a look at it. If you I don't know if you know how to fix appliances and stuff. You can go ahead and fix it. It's the same way on a residential refrigerator. A compressor operates the same on a batch freezer as it does on a refrigerator. So if you know how to fix appliances, you just fix it the same way you would do a regular refrigerator. Check and see if you got voltage. If you got voltage there, and it's not turning on, uh, you know it's not the starting relay. If it is a bad compressor, you got to change the compressor. So just check it out. If you don't have voltage there, you need to check and see what's sending the voltage. If you call Steve and them, they can tell you where it's coming from. I never took my CB350 off apart. But if it has that, it probably come from that. I don't know, that controls the motor, that infinite run or whatever, that little timer that they have on the front, that control panel. I think that might only control the motor. I don't know, but take it apart and take a look. If not, call somebody. Call Steve at Emery Thompson. They can tell you who the local person is. I actually went over Monday and fixed Lumpy's ice cream over in Wake Forest. I went and rebuilt his freezer, his back freezer for him. He has a 24 quart. So Monday I went to his place and I rebuilt that for him and got it up and running for him. They're not hard to work on. They're very easy. They're very easy to work on. Reggie Crew. What's up, Mike and ABC family? What's good? What's going on? Brandon Benton. It was taken out of public school, so it's good. There are courses like yours, and the prices look better than a student loan. Yeah, it's a whole lot better than a student loan. Whole lot better than a student loan. And but like I say, this is stuff that you would have got for free. I got this stuff in high school. Now you come out of high school, you're not equipped to do anything, to be honest with you. North Carolina worker. Good evening, everyone. Hey, how you doing, North Carolina worker? Tower of Strength, Easy 1631. And the truth builders Don Emmett place in the head of every way, and make us die high place in every street. It has not been as a harlot, and thou scornest higher. Okay, there you go. I guess that's a reference to me saying that if you're somebody who's a business owner, a builder, you're gonna make changes wherever you go. Stoker reviews. Black people hate when the church is brought up. Why are you giving your money away when you're poor? Most churches don't build up the community. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of times in the communities, it actually takes the money out. Be honest with you, 'cause only one person really getting, two people get paid, and most of the time in the African American churches, the minister getting paid, and they're gonna make sure that minister of music get paid, because both of them work in conjunction to bring the church members in. But everybody else, nobody else get paid. The choir don't get paid. The ushers don't get paid. Nobody else get paid. Only those the two that get paid. And so with that, and most of the time they take the money, they're somewhere else, and it never get really built. Never really anything gets built out of it. Frank Evans. Right on, Mike. All right. Quentin Hodge. Say, hey, Mike and ABC fan. What's going on? Oh, what's going on, Wendy May? Sorry, I'm late. Careful. You may pee off certain people things. Seeding the right field is very important. Take a breath. All right, thanks. Yeah. All right, thanks, Wendy. Frank Evans. I'll say it to you, Mike. I ain't watering concrete expecting grass to grow. Yeah, but like I say, I'll come back to that. CEO Jakes, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? All right. Uh, Wendy LMA. Quarter would be washed away, quarter for the birds, and a quarter returning to profit of the fields. Okay. CEO Jakes. Tell him, Mike, that money got dance. Yeah. Wendy LMA. Right field is not always based upon opinion, but based on facts. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Zoe Holiday, no claims. Yeah, I'll ask them why is it going up then? If you don't have any claims, make sure you don't have anything going on with your credit, and make sure the area in which you live, is there any types of upswing in crime or anything? Because then they base the insurance on that too. Donnie Madden, what's up, Mike and ABC fan? All right. Yep, there you go. My HVAC life. I was told I can't charge Raleigh prices in Smithfield. Yes, the hell I can. Yeah, Johnston County is no difference, but right now there's no difference in Wake County and Johnston County. It's no difference. It's no different at all, and that's why I was trying to tell people. I say, no, it's not a low income area anymore. So I don't know where you're gonna go if you haven't got yourself prepared to my HVAC life. You know, you live in Johnston County. If you ain't got yourself prepared to be able to go out here and survive, I don't know where you're gonna go. You might can get down to Kinston. You might go to Henderson. You ain't gonna be able to stay at Rocky Mount much longer. From what I hear, they're getting ready to bring a casino down there. So you ain't gonna be able to do much of anything. Uh, I don't know what you're gonna do. I just don't know what you're gonna do if you don't if you in 2024 if you're not able to be able to support yourself and create opportunities for yourself. I don't know what you're gonna do in Johnston County because they're not waiting anymore. No, everybody I talk to, business owners, uh, community leaders and stuff. They told me this 2 years ago. We tired. We ain't waiting for nobody else. If you either coming or you going, you gotta make a decision. They don't make the decision. They moving. They moving. You know, we had a new food place to come out down here, and you saw a bunch of people crying. Said, "Man, you can't afford this food. What in the world? This?" Well, they not thinking. They not thinking right now. They thinking 5 years down the road. This is the people who are going to be coming here, 5 years down the road. And then the other day I was in matter of fact it was what day was it? It was Tuesday. Tuesday I was in Durham at a food place very similar to the one we have here. And the price was the prices in Durham was the exact same prices they have here, and Durham was packed out. And that's the same thing you're going to end up down there. And so we gotta keep moving. Money is here now. The time where you thought you were going to become when you thought it used to be 20 years ago. That's why I'm here. 20 years ago, if you didn't have no money, you can go to Orange County and Wake County. You can you couldn't go to Durham. You couldn't go to Hillsborough, Chapel Hill, to Orange County, and then you couldn't go to Wake County. So the next place over, everybody say you go to Johnston County and get something cheap. That's why I came to Johnston County. I was just getting out of college, just starting my career. I wanted to get something for the bang of my buck. I wanted to come. There was a cheap place called Flowers Plantation. Was probably maybe, and Flowers Plantation, I was probably maybe the fourth person to buy a house in the Flowers Plantation. We was like maybe the fourth house that went in there in the whole plantation, and it was cheap. And I told my buddies, man, y'all need to come down here. This stuff is cheap, you know. And now the Flowers Plantation ain't nowhere near as cheap. That's one of the most expensive places you can live in this area. And it ain't no, you can't come to Constant County looking for cheap places anymore. The acre of land is almost $50,000 for 1 acre. I just saw in Selma, North Carolina. I just saw in Selma, North Carolina, 14 acres going for $1 million. Matter of fact, let me look and see if I can pull it up right here, right here. This is what I get for from my investors. And here I am talking about going to get me. Uh, there you go, Selma, North Carolina, Highway 39. That you can't get more country than that. Uh, it's not. How many acres? I'm talking about buying a farm. Uh, I think it's 14 acres. Let me see. There you go. It's coming soon. 14 acres of farm for $1 million. Look at that. So there you go. There you go. It ain't cheap anymore. And here it is. It won't 2 years ago. I was gonna get I had locked up a deal for 12 acres for 40,000. And now here it is 2 years later. God darn it, this lady messed me up. Jesus Christ, she messed me up. I'm supposed to have 12 acres for $40,000. Here it is now, 14 acres for $1 million. That lady messed me up. Jesus, she messed me up right there. But yeah, so it's not cheap here anymore. So now I don't know where you're gonna go. The cat is out the they say the mule is out the stable now. You can't go nowhere. But there you go. 14-acre farm going for $1 million right here in Selma, North Carolina. And somebody gonna tell me that this low income. It's not. Uh Denote Barrett, what's going on? Say what's up. Eddie Margo, no, I'm a newbie at it all. Okay, call Steve and see if Steve can tell you where you live at too. Tell me where you live at first, Eddie Margo. Um, but call Steve and he can find you somebody. Then that Barrett, I want to learn appliance repair. Well, we got a link in the description. Click the link in the description. I teach you everything you need to know how to start your own appliance repair business. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Brandon Benson had two big claims last year in Liberty Mutual cancellation pending. What's my best option? See what they do. You're gonna have to pay whenever you have two big claims. They'll do they sometimes they'll drop you. They drop you, you gotta go find somebody else. And when you do, get you a bottle of Vaseline when you go, because they're gonna hurt you when you go there. And just make sure, that's why I say make sure, instead of you having to make sure that you be able to pay it off while having to pay get those go against your claims. Because what happened, they'll pay it off, but they'll drop you, or you're gonna be paying you're gonna, like they say, pay like you weigh every month. Your premium is gonna go up. It just happened to be 30 minutes ago. It just happened about uh did the compressor went out 30 minutes ago. Uh yeah, that don't sound right. It don't sound right. If your compressor just happened to go out 30 minutes ago. Um uh was you running it too long? That's the other thing. If you when you make a homemade ice cream, it's some people when they first start, they try to make the ice cream look like the ice cream when it comes out the container. It's not like that. It's gonna look almost like a milkshake when you making it. You don't you ain't gonna let the machine turn and get it hard. So you sound like to me you might be running your machine too hard, and it got to the point where it just it might have, the compressor might have shut down, or sometimes it'll lock the motor. but you want to take it out when it starts to look like a milkshake, and then from there you gotta put it into a hardening cabinet or put it into a deep freezer and let it finish up. So sound like to me, if you new just starting it, you might be letting it run too long, and the compressor might got hot, or and the overload trip, or it has some type of protection, a safety device in there that kicks it off. That's what it might be like. If you wait and probably 15, 20 minutes, it might kick back on. But it sounds like make sure you're not running it too long. Okay. All right. Eddie Margot. All right. Thanks. Say thanks, Mike. God bless. Okay. DCNF appliance repair. I was on the wrong channel. What's up, man? All right. 66 reflection. What's happening, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Um, Wendy LMA. We should tax churches. Maybe they'll support the community. Okay. Um, uh, that way we have more that's why we have more unhoused people, because they can't afford $1,200 for rent. Yeah, we have you have a couple of different reasons why I feel that you have the rent so high. For one, um, okay, I give you my take why the rent is so high for $1,200 rent. For one, people got the money to pay. You got people now who don't, it used to be, you if you were going to go work for a company, they had to build a company, and then they would actually build housing for the people and stuff to work there, and they'll actually build the schools out and all that stuff, and build a community out for the people who are going to work there. Now with technology, you don't they don't the houses, your house is your actual office now. So now people can live anywhere. So people who normally would be in New York, with the making the money and the cost of living in New York or California or Miami and all that, they are now coming to Johnston County, and they're bringing that income with them. For them, $1,200, they look at that as a steal for rent, because where they came from, they're paying maybe 3,000 for rent, and they don't care about owning anything. They come from generation after generation where they didn't care about owning anything. So you got that happening. The other thing that you have a lot of money that's been tied up, and it gets passed down every generation. And you have a lot of land that gets passed down every generation. So what happens, for instance, like me, I want to go out here and I want to buy 10 acres of land. Well, this person, I don't know who person they is selling that, but they whatchamacall. They get the actual they're say like they're somebody might have passed away. Their grandfather passed away or their parents passed away. We'll go back. The grandfather bought the land back in the 50s for a little or nothing. He dies, and they do a step up where they say, okay, now the grandparent passed it down to his kids. And so when he passed, and when he died and he passed the land over, you get what they call a step up. You don't have to pay no taxes up until I think a little over $1 million or whatever. So they get the farm, and they don't have to pay no taxes on it. And now that person dies, and now this is what I think, because I'm looking at the price that look like what it is to me. That person dies. Now this person just inherit the farm, and they don't want nothing to do with the farm. They might not even live in Johnston County, and they don't want nothing to do with the farm. But they're saying, I got this farm, and I got to step up, meaning I ain't got to pay no taxes on getting it. So if it's less than $1 million that I make, I don't have to pay no taxes on it. So that's why I think he got it for sale for $990,000, right up under $1 million. So now he can sell that, and he can put all that cash in his pocket and don't have to pay no taxes on it. So he doesn't, because he didn't have to pay no taxes on it. He getting him tax. He didn't have to buy the land. He's now just going to sell it for the highest bidder. And here it is, old Mike Sneed, I don't have no grandparents that could that I don't have no great grandparents that could purchase any land. I got the all the all I got all my parents, my great grandparents and stuff weren't allowed to purchase any land to be able to pass down to me. So here I am, the first generation working trying to buy some land, and this person ain't have to pay for nothing, just got handed down to him. He gonna hit me in my head, take everything from me because he ain't have to pay no taxes on it. So yeah, he gonna keep it right at $1 million. And guess what? Somebody's gonna buy it. And so I'm priced out. And the person who's buying it, most of the time they ain't worked and paid for that money either. It's gonna be money that was handed down to them also from past generations. And so here I am stuck. I'm having to go and scavenger and my little bit of money. I gotta go scavenger around the county buying stuff for 10, 15, 20, $30,000, putting stuff together because whenever something comes up like this, I'm priced out because of my lineage of I got a lineage of servitude, and somebody else got a lineage where they have land and all this in their family getting passed down, and I can't get none of it. They're gonna make it so high I can't get none of it, and so that's what happened. You get locked out, and that's why I said if no if you haven't gotten into the skilled trades and started a business, look at that. That they you can look in there and tell somebody just got that land and they selling it. How are you going to buy 14 acres and they selling it for $1 million? 14 acres for $1 million in Selma, North Carolina. So no, how are you going to compete if you can't if you right now if you're telling me that you're not able to, I ain't gonna say that. Right now, if you're telling me that you're not able to have transportation in Selma, North Carolina, that you're so destitute that you can't afford transportation in Selma, North Carolina, how are you gonna buy housing when the houses now starting at 500,000? That's the other thing too. Ain't no starter homes. Starter homes are apartments, and a lot of people have realized, hey, people coming from up north, they don't care if they don't own a house, they'll rent forever. So they make the rent where you can't go buy anything because they'll say, okay, I'll whatchamacall, I'm gonna make the rent be $2,000 a month. In order for you to qualify to get in here, you gotta make four times. You gotta make 8,000, and you ain't going nowhere because if you go somewhere else, they're gonna say, hey, it's 2,500, and you ain't got enough money. You don't make enough money to get in, so you have to stay there, and you can't never make enough money to save anything to go buy anything. It's a bad fix they got people in who can't get out. But I'm telling you, skilled trades will get you out of it. It'll get you out of it. It got me out of it. DCNF. Make sure you hit the like button. All right, thanks. Um, my HVAC like Percy. Yeah. His kids are millionaires now. Yeah, I do. I know them. I know her quite well. I know her quite well. Good people. She is. I know her very well. Wendy LMA. Clayton is Raleigh. Yes, Selma is moving, but prices are still based on greed. I don't think it's so. I don't think it's so much greed right now, Wendy. I think it's the price is the price. No, it is what it is. You'll be I have to be careful. No, you'll be almost crazy to sell for less. There's no way I would right now is I wouldn't sell my ice cream parlor building for 300. I wouldn't sell it for 300,000. If somebody came right now and offered me 300 for either the ice cream or appliance boot camp, either one of these two buildings, I wouldn't sell it. I was stupid to sell those other two buildings, but I wouldn't sell right now for no 300,000. And I ain't paid but 15 for those about 4 years ago. I have a friend right now who's in that fix where he want to sell a building, and he wants to somebody wants to buy a building, and the guy don't want to buy it. He's why would Why, why I'm gonna sell my building? No, because this is the thing. I know what the buildings are worth or what they're going to be worth. So if I sell my building and get 300,000 cash, what you gonna get? You get less than a percent um and and interest in the bank with it. I can't go buy anything else or build anything else for 300,000. Be just like me when I sold those other buildings. I couldn't go buy nothing because everything was so overpriced. Uh, but if the building is worth 300,000, I can go to the bank and the bank will give me a line of credit for 300,000. So I still got access to the 300,000 if I need to do something. And then if I put a little small business in there or I can rent it out, I can still get uh, uh, way more than I'm gonna get on the interest of the money if they gave it to me, and then I can pass it down. And it's going to constantly be appreciating. So I wouldn't sell my buildings for 300. They networking. Mr. O, that sounds like Massachusetts prices. Yeah, yeah, they are. But that because of greed, it would fail again. That because of greed, it would. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to fall. I don't know if it's going to fall. It is what it is. The prices are not coming down. It is what it is. They're not coming down. They're going up. Like I say, I let me show you this right here. I'm gonna show you all this right here. This is this right here was the this is a street I got some houses on, and this was y'all say hood. This right here was straight hood. I went by yesterday to check on these two houses. Um, I went by yesterday to check on some houses while I was in Rocky Mount, and this was straight hood that these houses was on. And let me get them up here so you can see. Now here, when I went to when I one of the houses, somebody had shot through the house. They done a drive by on it, and it's kind of eerie when you go there because you still got the bullet holes. You got with the police circle the bullet holes and stuff. But that's this type of neighborhood. All right, so I go there yesterday because I'm in Rocky Mount, and I go there and just to check it out to see what because I got it boarded up, but somebody ripped the boards off and go in there every time I do it. So, but we're gonna start working on them in next around April May. Now this is these were straight hood houses. I remember what I told you all. Um, uh, that my friend, my old business partner told me. Never buy one piece of property. Always buy two, because once you start working on them, other people come in and start joining. Well, here it goes. Here go the other end of the street. So now I own one end of the street. I own like two houses. Well, it's four lots. I own four lots at the end of this street. And here go mine's down here, and I own the backside over there. Well, here it go. Somebody done already. I hadn't been there in a while. I look. They got this one going, and they got this one right here. They working on. So now when I come and drop my two, I come drop my two in right here, and my two on the backside right there. We don't change the whole street, the whole community, and so this is the hood. People coming in here and buying this. And you look right there. What I tell you all, this right here is not nobody who stand. You can look at the house right here, the colors and all that. You know, the only thing they're missing is the American flag sticking out. This is not somebody who come from the hood that done bought this, and they doing the same thing here. They getting this one and they fixing them up. And I told y'all it was coming. And like I say, I was paying $3,000 for these houses right here. And here they go. Here they go. I have a daughter. This one right here. I'm gonna totally we're gonna totally renovate that for her. But yeah. So here it goes. The community is changing. And where you gonna go? These ain't no more houses for sale. You can't you can't buy them anymore. It's no more for sale. People bought them, and they happen to come back here and live in these houses because you go somewhere. You go to Raleigh. You can live right here now. You can and like I say, I was paying 3,000 for. Okay, sorry about that. Whenever I start showing you all this, uh, uh, whenever I start showing you all this, this it kicks me out. I wanted YouTube is actually shadow banning me or whatever. But anyway, like I say, so there's nowhere you can go to go buy this stuff. And if I would have listened to the way I thought not what I thought, what I knew, I should have had 40 of those houses. Now at that time I was good cash wise. I was running my appliance repair business. I had the cash to keep buying them. But what happened? I listened to people who I was listening to people who didn't know. My like I say, my old business partner and them told me go there and buy those houses, man. If I should have had 30 or 40 of those houses, I should have been buying them. I should have been buying one every week, to be honest with you. For $3,000, I should have bought one every week. But every time I bought a house, this is the honest to God truth. Every time I bought a house, I would have I would almost get into a physical altercation. I mean, where I would have to throw fists every time I bought a house. And they got to a point that I got tired of it and they beat me down. They beat me down and made me not want to buy houses anymore. I should have had 30 or 40 houses. I could have bought one every week. And when it bought me, it wouldn't have hurt me at all because they was giving them away and people was paying me rent. I was getting $300-400 a month rent there. And people kept telling me you stupid to buy these houses, they falling down, you don't want to go to Rocky Mount, blah, blah, blah. I'm hearing all of that. I'm hearing all of that. And here it is now. That's where people are going. That's they can't afford to go nowhere else. Now they're out there, and now those same neighborhoods that everybody was talking junk about and stuff. Now they're actually saying, "Man, this nice. I can move out here now. This exact same neighborhoods. It's nice. I can live out here now. This ain't as bad." I told a guy, I told a guy, I say, man, go over to Rocky Mount and buy you one of these little properties and put something on it. I'm from Rocky. He was from Rocky Mount. I'm from Rocky Mount. I don't want to be on that side of town, man. Blah blah blah. But anyway, now he's gonna pay me to actually put something on one of my properties. And he could have bought it. He could have bought it, but they wouldn't do it. But now they going back, and I got a text, man. I'm excited. It's looking good over there. Yeah, I told y'all it was gonna come. I told you it was gonna come, but we don't listen. And don't let me go there. 'Cause every time I think about it, I get upset. All right, what's up, 63 Impala Rag, dude? All right, Janice Lee. I love you keeping it real. Always love. Oh, how you doing? That's Lamar mom. Okay. Willie LMA, disagree. It's developers making big donations to government. Can nah, nah. It's not. I don't think it's that. It's just real money getting moved. It's real money getting moved, and the money is there. The money is there. With it element, 10 acres equal 20 million profit. Yeah. My HVAC, like Percy was a moonshiner. His kids are set for life. Yep, yep. Wendy LMA, black, brown, and yellow like us don't have the same playing field. Well, we know that. We know that. You know that. So why do we think we can go down the same? Why do we think we can go down the same pathway if you're not gonna have the same playing field? If you know you're not gonna have the same playing field, then why are you gonna play on that or play on that field? Create your own field. That's the thing I don't understand. Why if it like now, up and during the pandemic, when they had the pandemic and they had all this government money going out there, and people could get the PPP loan, and they're paying you to they're doing all this incentive money and stuff. Everybody and their grandma was talking about entrepreneurship. I'm gonna teach you how to run a business. I'm gonna all this entrepreneurship. I'm gonna teach you how to play and all this. Everybody and the mama selling courses to the point that it make me not want to sell a course no more because everybody was doing it, and everybody was doing it, and everybody gonna start a business. I'm gonna teach you how to run a business. Blah blah. Everybody's doing it. Everybody, and now you can't find nobody now. What happened to all these businesses that everybody was putting together? I have do me a favor. If you know anybody that was preaching entrepreneurship 3 years ago and teaching businesses 3 years ago, can you name one of them that has a business that you can go to and not no course, not no course, but one of them that has a business that you can go to and patronize, that you can buy a service from them or you can buy a product from them. Do you know one? Not no course. I ain't talking about no course. I'm talking about a real product or service that you can go buy from them. Name me just one. Do 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 any of them have a studio, an office, or anything that you can go and actually see them? Name one. All of them are gone now, and now they're telling you now uh, to go get a job. The I, I have I don't even know. They're telling you to go get a job now. I talk to I talk to the teachers. I talk to the university. They ain't telling people to go get no jobs. There ain't no jobs to get. When the education system is saying ain't no jobs out there, now they're telling you that they're gonna help you go get a job and stuff. And they now coming back. Oh, I always had a job, man. I get a bag and stuff. Where this happened at? I thought you was an entrepreneur. You always had a job and you getting a bag. Why that happen? I, and we don't question that. We don't question that. I don't see nobody going in the live. Maybe they block y'all. I don't know. I don't see nobody going in the lives. Saying, hey, where your business at? Show me all that money that you supposedly have gotten and this and that. Where has it gone? I ain't seen anything. I haven't seen you taking any of that money and plowed it back into your business where we can actually come and patronize or see you. No, I haven't seen any of that stuff. I haven't seen any of that stuff jump off, and we don't. And I see people. talking and even I see people talk. I haven't yet to hear somebody say, "Man, I took that thing and now I don't work anymore. All I do is this right here. This is my full time job. This replaced my full time." I haven't yet to see any of that. None of it. I have yet to see the people. I haven't yet to see a house get built. Have y'all seen anybody that was doing this real estate and they where the houses they built? Where is it at? I don't see any of that. I don't see any of it. And oh boy. So but we keep going down that road. Keep going down that road. Build your own playing field and make your own rules. No, it take longer and it's not as sexy. Like I say, look at my hands; they stay ashy and cut up. But that's what I have to do for my next generation. You know, and I can't go buy that. I want that farm. Matter of fact, I had said I'm going to jump back in the truck and go get me a farm. I told people that I was telling my family that this past week I'm going to jump back in that service truck and go get me a farm. No, I want a farm. But yeah, you can't go buy it no more. Wendy Element, 20% of families own 80% of the rental. Yeah, that's always. That's always. All right. DCNF, assets over liabilities. Okay. Wendy Element. In 1929, people thought the same. Remember, when you don't learn from your history, you will repeat it. Uh, have to run. Okay, that's no problem. All right. Yeah, but that's something totally different. What Wendy is talking about, I'm thinking what she's talking about. She's talking about when the stock market crashed during the Great Depression. Uh, that's when they had a run on the banks. If you don't know the banks work on what they call a rational system, meaning uh, uh, when you whatchamacall, when you if you put $1 in the bank can loan that $1 out 10 times. So that means it never has enough money in the bank to cover everything that they owe, or they never have your deposit. They don't have enough money in. They don't have your deposits in there either. The money you put in there is gone. They don't. If you want to get sometime, if you want to go get maybe you want to get 30, $40,000 cash. A lot of times they want to give it to you in a cashier's check because they don't have the cash there. They'll tell you, "Oh, we don't have it. You might have to wait 2 days. You might have to come back this afternoon. We bring it." But they don't want you moving cash like that because they don't have it. So a lot of times they'd much rather give you a cashier check. So uh, no, so what happened during the Great Depression, uh, people made a run on the bank. People want everybody at the same time went to go try to get their money out the bank. And when they got there, they found out they didn't have enough money to give people. Then they started whatchamacall. It set off a panic. So now nobody had any trust in the actual banking system. Everybody was going to go get their money. And when that happened, it collapsed the economy and because want no money to do anything. And then people actually then start to hold on to their money because back then you have to think we was on what we call the gold standard. So for all the money that they had, it was backed in gold. A lot of the money was actually real silver and gold. So if I pull this out right here, let me see if I got it. I should have one. I normally keep a silver, but I think that's it. Let me look and see. Oh yeah, I got one. Okay, here you go. All right. So what happened? This is what's it called? Silver dollar. This silver dollar right here. Uh, it had the purchasing power. Back in, let's see what year this is. Oh crap. What year is this? 52. This is 1952. So this silver dollar right here, this real silver. So it had the purchasing power of about $50. So I could take this 50 cent and buy about $50 worth of goods and services with it. So because it's real silver, and back in the days, if you had this, you had money. If you look at money, this is a $2 bill. So if you look at this $2 bill, it has red ink on it. So that's red ink. And what that red ink means, this right here, it says this is a U.S. note. U.S. note. That means that's backed by gold, by the Fort Knox and all that. That means this $2 bill is they had to have the gold someplace, the natural resources to back up this money, so it held its value. So if you went and grab your money, then your money you could not spend your money and just hoard it, and you wouldn't lose no purchasing power. So now you come here to where we at today. You look at your money. You see now it has a green ink on it. So if you ever see one, it got green ink on it. That says Federal Reserve note. So that means that's tied by the only thing back in this is debt, this inflation. So the longer you hold this, the less it's worth, because they constantly printing these off every day. And that's why they went to that with after the Great Depression, to keep you all from making a run on the bank. You can go to the bank and get all your money out, but the only thing the government gonna do is print more of it. And that $20 that you had, you could, you used to be able to get $20 worth of groceries. Now you can barely get a Big Mac with $20 because they're gonna keep printing it. So as long as you hold it, the less it's gonna be worth. It forces you to spend your money and not tie up the economy again. But if you ever come across paper money, you look and see if it got red ink. It got red ink. You save that, because that's actual U.S. Treasury note, and it's actually it ain't this old $2 bill I got is probably just as much as this $20 bill, because it still hold its value. Right here, it still hold its value. Same thing. This piece of silver right here, it's still worth about $50. It ain't lost any of its purchasing power. I can still go somewhere and sell this thing and get about $50 for it. Same thing. You can take this right here to a bill collector, and they know that it's a U.S. government note, and they give you what it's worth, because it has the U.S. It has the gold and stuff backing it up. So that's why it won't because of greed. It was because people didn't trust the banking system. Why people made a run, and the name of the bank that started it was whatchamacallit. I think it was called a U.S. Bank, but it had nothing to do with the U.S. It was just the name U.S. Bank, and people thought it was the United States going broke, and they just made a run on the banks, and they could never they couldn't print money back then. So once the banks ran out of money, they say we ain't got no more, and so then nobody could get paid. So if I had a project going and the bank was financing, the bank didn't have no money for me to pay anybody. No, if I was somebody who was maybe a big company and I was using the bank to maybe factor my payroll and stuff, now the bank said I ain't got no money to do your payroll, because everybody got their money sitting at home, get them put it in the ground or put it in the chicken coop. So that's what happened during the Great Depression, and from there, the only thing that brought them out was World War II. Was the only thing that brought them out. All right, yeah, that's why I was paying for those houses, about 3 bands. Okay, the whole connection went down. Yeah, I'm back. All right. Alpha Robinson. What's going on, Mike? And say what's happening, Mike and ABC. I'm gonna get through these now. I'm getting out of here. Um, yeah, I don't think a person can do for you to make you poor. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, not a one. I can't name not one. Me either. I can't name not one. Slow money better than no money. Yeah. I can't name not one person. Appliance boss, what's up, everybody? I'd like to show you. Hey, thanks for joining in. Yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to turn your money into assets and create cash flow. No doubt. Hey, what's going on, evenly yo? Peace and blessing, brother Mike. It's been a slow process for me, but I will finally be taking. Congratulations, man. I will be finally taking my first third party warranty call with 210 tomorrow. Congratulations, man. Proud of you. Proud of you. Appliance boss. Yep. Yep. Yep, that's sad and true about the current dollar, just inflating it away. Yeah, the more you hold it in your pocket, the less it's worth. So that's why you have to take that money and turn it into some tangible asset that hedge against inflation. So right now, I like property. I like real estate. So I take my money, put it in real estate, and from there, you still have access to the cash. Whatever it's worth. You get a line of credit on it if you need to get the cash, and if you take it and you put like a little small, like little ice cream parlor or some, you find a little niche you can do to put get it on and get it running. You probably pull 100,000, 200,000 off of that little piece of real estate and you keep it. And then Lord knows if it start to grow up like it is right now, right here, it goes. It makes you money. It makes you money. So I went past my time. It's 9:30. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. If you hadn't already, sign up for Appliance Boot Camp. Let me show you how to start your own appliance repair business. Don't wait. I just showed you. That's Selma, North Carolina. The 3 years ago, this was considered it was low income place 3 years ago, 4 years ago. When I first got here, you all can go look at the videos when I first got here. Nothing here. Nothing here. 4 years ago, nothing here. It was a low income place. I just showed you right now, 14 acres going for $1 million. I just showed you a couple of years ago, I was going to buy 12 for like 40,000. And now you're going for $1 million. So what are you gonna do? You can't work enough overtime and enough doubles to catch up and make up that much space. You saw over there. I showed. Next time I go, I'm gonna go in there and show you the bullet holes. But somebody came through and done a drive by on one of my tenants, and you can when the police came and circled the bullet holes and stuff. It gives me an eerie feeling every time I go in there, knowing that somebody came through there and shot through there. But now that place is not going to be. It's not the same anymore. Once I told you, once they start coming in, people come in, start putting U.S. flags and all that stuff on it, you're in trouble. You done. You can't stay there. You can't afford to live there anymore. And that's what's happening there. To the point, like I said, my kids and them, they call that the hood. They won't going out there. So now I got my one of my daughters is excited about going out there. Yeah, they doing good because she's seeing the street and stuff getting built up. She's excited about going out there. So no, so what you gonna do? You got to get in here and start making some money. Nobody else gonna do anything to help you. Not unless you're gonna drive Uber or you're gonna be doing DoorDash and all that stuff. All the automation coming with the businesses. So what you gonna do? You gotta learn. You gotta learn something that you can get out here and create on your own. And so, once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you all on Monday. Bye bye.